So let's get to the point where we can also read the cats that we seeded in our database. So let's figure out how to do that. I already cheated a bit because I already made some code to read the cats. So let's just go to the cat controller, and this is how you actually find all the cats. Now let's try and read this just to get an understanding of what it actually does. So again, I have to export a function from this class called cat controller. Okay, and the name of the function is going to be getAll. You could put any name in here, of course. And what I'm pretty much doing is I'm again using the Mongoose setup combined with Bluebird, so that we can, let me just show you, combined with the Bluebird that promises everything. So we can call this async method again, and then it says find async. And since I didn't put anything in the parentheses here, it means I'll find every cat I have. Then when I'm done, if everything goes well, I call this function that says, well, if you find something, just return all the cats for me. And if something goes wrong, then I'm going to send back an error. Notice that I added the .send error because I want to get the error back actually, so that I know what actually went wrong if something goes wrong. So again, you can read this because of the Bluebird. You can read this step by step. Cat, find async. We're going to find all cats. Then we're going to, if everything goes well, we're going to return a response with all the cats as JSON and a status code of 200, meaning everything went well. But if something goes wrong, we're going to catch that error and return instead as a response a status code of 500, which means something went horribly wrong on the server side. And then we're actually also going to send the error back to the client. So that means that all we've added is pretty much this to now be able to read the cats. Okay, but how do we actually make a route for this? Because of course we also need to generate the route. Stop the movie and make the route yourself if you want to try it out on your own. And then in 3, 2, 1, I'm going to show you how to do it here. So we have the router here and nothing has changed here, except that now we want to say, when we call the router with a GET request, we're still going to say there's not going to be anything added to the normal slash. Then we want to reroute to the controller, and then remember the name was getAll. Okay, that's pretty much all I have to do. Now this route has also been set up, and I just want to make sure that I put in the right name here. So it says getAll here. If I go back to the controller, it should, I'm really bad at that, there we go. It should also say getAll here. So that's the name we're looking for, right? The request and response, like we talked about the other tutorials, is going to be sent using callbacks. It's going to be sent to this method. So I'm saving all my files, and I'm going into my console here to see that everything is still running on Grunt, and it seems that things are still running. So let's try and use Postman to read all the cats. So in Postman, instead of doing a post like we did last time, I need to do a get now, and I do a send. Hopefully my cat shows up, and there we only have one cat called Pearl. Let's add one more inside the seeding. Again, pause the video if you want to do this yourself. If not, I'm going to do it in 3, 2, 1. I'm going to show you how to seed an extra cat. Going down to seed.js, and here we have Pearl. Now I want to create a new cat, so I'm going to copy the curly brackets from here to here. Going to do a comma, paste it in, and then I'm going to make a cat called Janice. And Janice is going to be 1 year old, and it's going to have favorite color of blue. Save that. And if I go back now to my my Grunt here, everything is still running. Going back to Postman, doing the send again. Now I actually have 2 cats. That's all it takes. So now I can actually both create cats, seed cats, and read all my cats.